I won't see that.
That
So
felt
that's
sexual.
It was. Welcome back, everyone. We're Not Great RPG. It's not a train of bears, Claudio, but it's it's the next best thing.
Yeah, but wolves are big and bad, Don.
That's true. That's true. And they huff and puff and do some things. We're Not Great RPG. We're here once
That'll
again.
be in on YouTube.
That will be on YouTube. For the City of Oshuamp, we're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then after a brief recap, we'll be going onto a train full of bears for Claudio, and then we'll pick up where we left off last time. As always, I am Don, and tonight I'll be playing Ether Revi, the Gravely Man Cleric, unless either I get shot in the head by the man with the gun, or the dragon, or is it just Laverna?
Well, she has wings.
But she's not a full dragon.
Yeah, it was Laverna, just with wings.
Okay, half dragon, Laverna, induces some sort of, pact and makes me adhere to my deal early. Who can say?
DJ?
I already did one, so, hi, I'm Elgrim, and I play Nezdath. I'm DJ and I live in Nesgrim.
I'm Glenn. I play Vorst, master of time and space magics.
Yeah.
It's true.
This evening, for the very first time, I will be playing Thariel. My name is Chell. And,
You forgot the prefix.
oh yeah, if we could just play like the what is it, Game of Thrones intro, the da-na-na-na-na-na-na, just
The heartbeat?
well, that's scary. I hate that. That's not. I am Queen Thariel of Auglatha, played by Chell. There it is.
I was expecting the whip.
I thought about it.
And I'm Sarah, and I will be playing the recently disarmed Ritora.
Truly.
Put it back!
Disarming strike's crazy.
Disarmed or de-armed?
Both.
De-arming strike.
Fighters. are
That's what we
bonkers.
did to Arthur.
It's going to be real hard to wield that quarterstaff.
Just
Yeah.
jam it in the...
They're versatile. You can one hand or two hand. That is the thing.
Oh shit, you did lose your arm. I just remembering. I'm sorry.
Just put the stick in the socket, and you can just walk around with like a stick arm.
Oh,
Look at peg leg!
Pinocchio.
Cut all limbs off.
She'll never
be
be able
a
to
guy.
Just
walk
like
in
the
another
robot,
door.
the little orphan robot from Futurama, where his arm is a crutch.
I was thinking Family Guy, or is it where the one guy's got like nothing but pegs for arms?
No, the
Yeah,
pirate
that's what I was
Pirate
thinking.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not you, Seamus.
I'm John. I'm the dungeon master for this campaign. Last time, still in the midst of all these shenanigans atop the summit outside of Auglatha here. Hello? Yes?
You
yeah,
said-
shenanigans.
you said
I
the
know.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, shenanigans
Yeah.
shirt today.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to be a silly, goofy time again.
No, it's not.
Yay.
Fun.
Yeah.
It hasn't been silly or goofy.
I'm having fun.
Wait a minute.
Right?
What do you
yeah,
mean?
she's a demigod. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
This is
that
not
happened
fun.
last time.
This episode's full of hell.
We live to serve.
We, in the midst of all the turmoil, King died, almost soul caged. We leapt into the chasm with 3 people, one after the other, trying to tackle Arthur out of the sky. 2 people missed. Vorst eventually tackled him, grabbed his hand,
Somebody
twist
had
the
to
dial
save
on the
the
fucking
day.
glove. We unwinded 6 seconds, people back on top. Arthur then shot Ritora a bunch and blew off her arm, knocked her unconscious. Ether brought her back to consciousness and to health. Battle continued. Thariel beseeched the aid of the Leviathan within Tarathel, claiming that she is here in common ground to protect the land, to protect the people, and to wield it as a specifically beacon of hope, for she dares to dream. She does not fear what stirs within. Great words, absolutely perfectly chosen for where we are in the location of the campaign. Tarathel lingered but a moment, whispered a farewell to his daughter, promising that they are in fact her people now, his dear Fariel. He wept a single tear, which Vorst collected. It's mine!
I'm keeping it safe. You'll get it back in a few days.
Absolutely.
I'm very irregular.
And then in the midst still of the tumultuous battle here atop the summit of the mountains outside of Auglatha, inside of the chasm through which the Leviathan burst, we concluded with the figure of Laverna seen by Thariel, who is still standing here atop the peak, flying with great haste in the midst of weeping up through the chasm. She is still like 50 feet down below. We are picking up here, still within the middle of action. Laverna is flying up. That is the end of Laverna's turn. We go to Don.
Great. That's good.
Well,
I gotta write that down.
Write what down?
That Laverna's in the initiative order at the bottom. Mm-hmm. She wasn't. Now she is. Well, Arthur Misty stepped away and is...
Yeah, he's currently eating the
Yeah.
remaining viscera of the body of the once deity Eldath.
Yeah, I tried to throw a dagger at him from very far. It did not work.
Yeah, the spellbane coated dagger, which yes,
Yeah.
landed a few feet in front of him.
what's that painting? Is it Tartarus where he's like eating his son?
Oh, the Saturn devouring his
Saturn
son.
devouring son.
I was gonna say, just imagine that. It's just like him, just like when a dog has something they're not supposed to. It's like spit that out. He's like eating it faster.
Gotta do it real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, weirdly,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast command. Say, drop it.
Targeting.
Arthur.
No.
Hartwood.
All right. Arthur Hartwood.
Yes.
All right.
How are you saying it? Drop it.
Hey. He doesn't actually say drop it. He just goes, hey.
John, you son of a bitch. Something just clicked for me, I think.
I hope so. That would be.
DJ's just unlocking the whole campaign 1 week at a time.
And again, terrific. Wonderful, in fact, I might say.
That's concerning.
At long last.
There's, can I share my thought?
You're welcome
There's two Arthurs in him.
Yeah.
That's why John always specifies Arthur Hartwood,
Huh?
because there's two Arthurs
Yeah.
in that body.
Yep.
They're
I'm Arthur Hartwood. Don, what's your spell save DC? I rolled a 16.
Oh, it's 16.
Yes!
That's so rude.
Oh my god, I actually
what if it
need
was
to beat
actually
this.
17?
It'd be great if it was, but it isn't.
No. It's not.
Hang on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we buff you at all? I don't think so.
I don't think so, because it's him saving.
Yeah, I don't think you have anything that increases the spell save DC.
Does he still have hex?
It
Oh,
only
it's
affects
ability
ability checks,
checks,
not
that's
saving
right.
throws. But yeah.
And it's strength.
Open up this glorious Airs of Ascension page.
I know I don't have anything that does it.
Okay, yeah. I don't think you guys have any means to be buffing our good friend Aether spell save DC. You say drop it.
Yes.
I will say there is a moment where, because he only meets it, there's in the
Yeah.
he has just reattached his right arm by unwinding time again and is
Yeah.
in the midst of the first or second gulp that he feels a moment's hesitation and again looks over in your direction and just kind of gives you a gleeful little smile and then returns to consuming said viscera.
Great. As a bonus action, oh no, there's a dragon in the sky.
She's not in the sky. She's still
It's
in
in
the
the
chasm.
hole.
She's
just hear
50
it.
feet down still.
Oh.
She's flying up.
Oh,
We
so
just
we don't
hear
know she's...
sobbing.
Oh no, there's nothing in the sky.
That's why I've been saying only Thoriel
Gotcha.
has seen Laverna.
Okay. Great news.
Is it?
No.
Good.
Like the fake Aether's just standing there. He goes, drop it. Then there's a split second where he's like, huh. Oh, never mind. What's wrong? I don't know. Something bad.
Yeah.
I can just feel her.
I feel you. Laverna.
Laverna.
It works, right?
It does. It really does.
Scary.
Merely if this flesh could hold. Stuck inside this fleshy prison.
Laverna. I love this.
I feel.
I'm gonna just. Just in case we need it. I'm gonna
I'm low-key.
pull out the old horn of blasting. And pop that on my belt.
The horn of blowing, yes.
It worked really well the last
How are
time
you
we went up
positioning
against
it?
Arthur.
Yeah.
Just
Right in front.
Codpiece.
well, yeah. Sorry, let me rephrase. No,
You yell drop it and then go like that.
no, I'm gonna clip it onto my belt so that way I can grab it if need be.
Okay.
If he comes in this direction, so I can approaches in this direction, that I can possibly use that.
Okay.
Or summon other things here. Who knows? We're on top of a mountain.
Okay.
Some other beings might come and intervene if I use the horn. And he did give it to me, so
That is the next lightning strike.
yeah, I think that's me.
We go to DJ.
Right there.
So the storm did not dissipate.
Correct.
All right. I would like.
Uh-huh.
Your eyes are purple.
How high up are we to where
We've
Arthur
gone
is?
over this.
You are roughly 20 feet up, still on the slope.
Okay.
Again, we obviously can't do like angular pieces here.
Right. Perfect.
The angel.
So with long jump rules, I can jump to about here,
Mm-hmm.
and that would take 10 feet of movement because I ran for 10 feet before jumping, or would that be 27 feet of movement?
So the way long jump is supposed to work is the distance that is consumed by the jump still counts against your movement.
Okay.
I would be permissible to give you some leeway within it. Again, simply because, like, we are at an angle. So, like, you'd be covering more ground.
And I'm gonna take falling damage
Yes.
to do this. So
Yes.
like the goal is to land to where I can reach Arthur this turn without having to burn dash.
That's fine.
So the run, jump, take the fall damage,
Yep.
close the rest of the distance.
Take 4 fall damage.
And then I'll put myself here.
Mm-hmm.
Having reached Arthur.
Yep.
Nesgrim stubs his toe.
The same one! I am not going to indelible the 4. I'm just gonna take it.
DJ says as he slides down his new stairs.
Yeah. Right. Arthur's got new arm with gun still. And then 1, 1, 1, 1.
I have 2 attacks.
Uh-huh.
I'm aiming both chops at each shoulder. One
One at each.
My goal is no arm. I'm gonna de-arm Arthur.
All right.
That's the goal.
Tis but a scratch.
I need dice for that, don't I?
You do.
We are playing D&D.
I do.
It's a game full of dice, buddy.
Somehow I didn't. All right.
Tis but a game.
And I am calling the shot, so if you're that's fair.
AC is increased.
All right, that's something.
AC is 21 for each hit.
So 18 on the first one's not gonna hit.
Correct.
21. Okay.
Hmm.
21 exactly.
Yeah.
Hell
okay.
yeah.
Roll your damage.
I would like to aim this at the gun arm. The
Okay.
one that hits, I want to
Sure.
hit the gun arm.
Yeah.
So D8 plus 6.
John, I like how your natural thing was like he's obviously standing like this, like he's eating Helldeath's body, just going.
It's his equivalent of pinky out while he's
Yeah. Gun up.
That's 14 slashing. I rolled 8 on my die, so
Okay.
full amount.
It's like the oil baron guy from The Simpsons.
That's both my actions. I don't think I have a solid bonus action that will work here. Oh, actually I do.
Bonus.
I'm gonna use Shield Master to shove him 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So then he moves 5 feet back.
Well, it doesn't just happen.
Oh,
correct?
sorry. You can use a bonus action to try and shove.
Yes.
You're right. Sorry. So that's acrobatics or athletics on my part? Or-
No, it's I make the save against.
And I just do a straight attack roll.
You
That's right.
don't have
He
to
just
do
saves.
anything.
Oh.
I just say because it's effectively a shove,
Gotcha.
and
I-
shove is the one where I'm making the save against your proficiency. So
Oh,
it's 8
gotcha.
plus proficiency plus your strength mod.
Got it. 8
So-
proficiency. So that's 11, 13, 14.
$13 fails. So I'm shoved 5 feet further away from the corpse of Eldan. Now you're pushing me 5 feet away, not knocking me prone.
Yes.
Okay. So then I'm shoved 5 feet away.
Yeah. As best I can tell, it doesn't say that I have the option to knock them prone, just shove
Yeah,
them.
with ever shove, it is always either 5 feet in the direction,
Oh, I
or
see.
you may attempt to knock prone.
Or 5 feet down.
Yep.
And that'll be it.
Baldur's Gate. You run into things.
I burned all my movement. That'll be it.
Sarah, you're up. And
Unconscious.
then Chell, you'll be next.
And that was with the Gilded Guardian.
Yes, I know.
Just making sure.
It's not that it cleaves through once again. Since he's elevated, I'll give it that you're hitting roughly the same spot at which he has reattached the severance.
Nice. Cool.
And then whack him with the shield and he topples over. I'll say that some of, again, what he was holding in his hand absolutely spills out, where he's looking at almost the blood and viscera drain through his fingers like sands of time and just,
Don't say that.
oh, it'll be mine. Sarah, you get to do things.
I do. I do indeed.
Get Eldat's arm.
So, I'm still up on this mountain, this mountainside. over here.
She won't.
I know.
You. I would.
I'm gonna do something real silly.
Good. Moonbeam. Yeah?
That's all I can really do, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna moonbeam. I'm gonna moonbeam him, and right now none of my friends are in his immediate
Yeah.
circle.
Who,
So
Arthur?
yeah.
Isn't
Us.
DJ?
I pushed him 5 feet away.
Pushed him
Yeah,
5
you
feet.
did.
Okay, okay.
If that
okay.
didn't succeed, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to. I mean, I'm going to moonbeam. It's 120. Or
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to attempt because I'm missing an arm. I don't know if I can still do the somatic components.
You got it.
Yeah, then I'm going to moonbeam him.
And it triggers on start of his turn. Can you read?
When the creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn
Okay,
there.
so then yes, it would trigger on the start of his turn. Like I said, it's not on cast.
Yep, so that's
Yeah, absolutely. You successfully illuminate that cylinder once again.
it's like a big spotlight. Just pew. And I'll do that at a 3rd level.
At a 3rd level again,
Yeah.
so you're upcasting. Okay, absolutely. You envelop Arthur once again in moonlight. Anything else on your turn? Moving or staying still?
I don't know anything about what's going on in
Yeah.
the chasm like at all.
Yep.
I think I was unconscious when everything happened. So
Yeah.
I'm Can I slide down this?
Yeah, you can
Mountain.
get back down to the surface.
Yeah.
Well,
like
base level,
I'd like to do that.
20 feet
You
down.
can
You have remaining movement, or are you concluding there?
That's how far is that?
20 feet down.
20 feet down. I have another. Can you put me another 20 feet towards Nesgrim?
Anything else?
That's it.
Chell, you're up.
How long does Featherfall last?
1 minute. We are roughly 3 turns in. So 7 turns left.
Okay. Question for unleashing my wintry rage.
Uh-huh.
Does that count as an action? No. Okay. And semantics for a cone. When it goes out, how wide does it go, and like what kind of coverage do we talk?
So it starts at 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 to 40. Like it continues to grow out in 5-foot increments to the maximum distance. So at the
Okay.
maximum distance, it would be out 60, 60 at the arc. Does that make sense? Think of it like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
like a triangle going out where you are the point of
yeah,
origin.
stays
So
equilateral.
it's, let me know what you think. So when you're on the ground and you're casting a cone, it can just go out. If I'm up in the air, realistically, do you think I could angle my head to?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I would like to
Uh-huh.
jump off the mountain,
Uh-huh.
unleash my wintry rage,
Yeah.
and then I will cast Calamity at Arthur.
What?
Dot's just gonna leave.
Go who? I got one of the flying things.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm assuming it's gonna
Clam
take-
meat. What about clam meat?
Oh,
I'd like to show him.
Chelsea.
What?
I think
You gotta say the full name. If I get
Nicholas. So would you like to be flying roughly around here and angling like that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to be like directly
I was gonna
over
say,
it?
am I able to fly?
Yes.
I did not know that. Yes, I would like to fly
You
over
have
top
a
of.
fly speed equal
Okay.
to your speed.
Fantastic. Yeah, I would just like to fly over him.
Yeah, so you can get to here.
Yeah. And then just, yeah. All right, I'm gonna need.
Oh yeah.
I
So
thought you
when,
had a
when the previous description has been that she is enveloped with a thin framing of the blizzard that unravels around her and spins and swirls like a snow globe, it is now a dome around her, to where as she takes flight, you guys have a hard time seeing your friend through the storm. Like, it is with flickering moments of passing gusts of winds and fragments of ice and frozen snow that you are able to see. It's Thoriel. She is... Think Snow Miser? Slightly?
I'm Mr.
everybody chill.
But, yeah.
Fucking Mr.
And I make a con save. You don't need to roll.
I don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it's a breath weapon, I make the save against it.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
So you do this.
Yeah.
You've cut into my arm. You unleash this tumultuous cone of cold
Yeah.
down towards Arthur. Arthur has absolutely recognized what has happened, and in the same way for the Leviathan, Arthur uses the gun's reaction, and your cone gets split by the barrel of his gun
Okay.
and weaves into the chamber.
Oh.
Great.
Thank you.
It's fine.
We're feeding it.
It's fine. Okay.
I'm not saying remotely that it's a bad idea. I rolled
That's
a
fine.
19 on the die.
So question, because mine does have a hit DC, but then it also has the save. Does the hit DC just not?
Oh, this is again where like D&D Beyond is frustrating
That's
as
okay.
fuck
I
for
figured
like
it was
making
probably
things.
that.
Yes.
That's okay.
With the breath weapon, it is I make the save. With
Okay.
the attack for the other thing, that's
a
you're
hit.
getting the hit bonus.
Okay.
Yes. That does take the action though for the breath weapon.
Okay. And the other thing only happens if I do that other thing first. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so like it is a torrent of like fast moving what would look like at the concluding part of an avalanche, like as the roiling snows conclude and you get that washing, rippling wave, and genuinely like it wreathes into the barrel of the gun. He's like shaking and uncomfortable as this happens, but all of that gets enveloped within his fucking gun.
Where would I have my flying speed? What would it be under?
It's your movement.
It's
speed.
it's just your walking
In
speed.
actions, right?
No,
It's
it's
just the thing that says speed at the top.
Oh, okay.
It's
so
the
it's
same value.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
From where you were on the peak to where you ended, that was the 30 feet that you
That's-
had for your distance.
That's what I figured.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I can do. Is anyone looking extra rough in our group? I
She
know you're
lost an
missing
arm.
Yeah, my arm's gone, but I have.
I don't know if anybody else is bloodied.
I mean,
I am not
I'm,
bloodied.
I have 17 hit points, so like I'm not as close to death as I could.
Well,
be,
you're
but
bloody,
I,
still.
yeah.
Sarah, real quick, because Gilded Guardian, you can move another 10 feet toward me. You get 10 feet while you're moving. Friendly creatures moving toward me get an additional 10 feet in movement.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
That would also then apply for you, Joe. If you do want to move any further, you get 10 feet of movement because you're moving in his direction.
I would probably descend 10 feet at
Okay.
him.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Next round, she goes up 30.
Yeah, just to fuck with Don. I'll just wee.
That's where Don just attaches it to a string and a pulley
Look,
I was
system.
thinking the
Look, yo,
same
listen,
thing.
Don't
I've
suggest
thought
it. We'll
about
do
it. It's not
Honestly, dude, we
possible.
got space on the ceiling.
I've
He
been-
just puts a thumbtack in the ceiling with a piece of
No,
fishing line
no,
and
what
says,
you
"Shall
do-
raise and lower it yourself."
No, you get those like RC car tracks, right?
I've thought about
You
it.
get that up there. You get the cars that mount to it and fishing line tied to minis,
If it
and
was a
then you
good way to do it, I would have done it.
Bonus action,
Yes.
I'm
Model train.
casting healing word to Retora.
Okay.
It's a d4 plus a number.
Do I roll that or do
it's
you?
D4 plus 4, right?
D4 plus her wisdom mod.
Oh,
Oh, baby!
Yeah.
Hang on.
which is
Hang on.
Now plus 7.
Do I roll the d4?
My
or do you?
wisdom mod?
Yeah.
It is plus 7.
Yeah.
I was looking at my saving throw and I was like, you're good.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll that
I'll
d4?
roll it. Yeah.
Since you're the one doing.
And then if that is everything on your turn, it'll come to me.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Zoe, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome.
Hell yeah, thank you. My turn. DJ, make a con save.
No.
Also, Sarah, make a con save.
Damn it.
Pork what?
We're ruined.
It's fine.
He's ruined.
Were you rolling for something? Or were you just rolling?
oh no, my con save.
Oh.
Well done.
Is this a
Am
charm?
I in
Con
it?
save.
Oh.
Is this
Oh,
a
it didn't matter,
charm
you
by
were-
any
No.
chance?
I'm unleashing the cold
Is
out
it-
of the gun.
Oh.
Is it?
God.
Is it? Hold on. Let me check my stuff.
I'm reasonable at con saves. Things are fine.
Is it divination magic?
No.
I just want to clarify too.
Yeah.
You said last time that when I was before taking half cover, I now take full cover when I'm doing this.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have full cover.
All right, cool.
You're within a fucking sphere of snow.
Yeah.
Nothing can really easily touch you. DJ, do you want to roll the d20 on the table?
Yeah. You don't have advantage or anything from your special golden bones? Anybody else?
I have a plus 10,
No.
but it's still a nat 1. Everyone else gets double the bonus, I think, of my.
How close do we have
Done.
to
Also,
be?
you get 1d6 plus 2 temporary hit points for ending your turn inside my orb.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Does that replace or add?
Only the highest value.
Okay.
It does not add.
1d6 plus
Plus 2.
plus 2.
Yeah.
I got a 15.
Oh dear.
I do have the. Hold on. I had the ring of cold resistance.
You did have the ring of cold. Well, the ring
No,
of winter.
not the. No, I had the ring of cold
Oh
resistance.
yes. Yeah.
I don't know what hand it was on.
I could have swore I doubled the amount of my R of protection with that, but I can't find where it was. Am I wrong?
For bestowing to people.
No, so I thought with Gilded Guardian, one of the effects was the strength of my, like, the modifier was doubled for. Am I making that up?
No,
Am I
no,
just-
that's correct. It's doubled for other people, not for you.
Yeah, I can't find where it.
I believe it's
Says that.
under the weapon.
So, friendly
Yeah.
creatures gain plus 10 speed. Hits an enemy with melee or spell, you deal radiant damage equal to double your charisma bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And maybe
the
it's
weapon.
under the armor.
The armor is healing of lay on hands is doubled. Whenever bonded companion fails saving throw, I can take half damage for them.
Mm-hmm.
I can protect someone with Shield Master rather than just myself.
Mm-hmm.
I can replace one of my attacks with lay on hands. And then the shield.
There's 3 pieces to it.
The shield is you're enveloped in 5-foot golden light that disperses magical darkness.
Yeah.
You and creatures
Shield.
within 10 feet have resistance to damage from spells.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know where it got lost in translation. It absolutely is doubling the effect of your aura protection
Cool.
for other people.
So everyone else gets +8
Yep.
from that
Oh.
to their saving throw. I'm gonna
Everybody,
roll
how far from you?
10 feet.
10
Oh,
feet.
all right.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we're not within 10 feet.
No one.
Yeah.
No,
That's
well,
good for Eldath's corpse.
Yeah.
Maybe. 11 on the table.
Oh dear.
I'm a big 13 on the roll.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Rolled an 8.
Cho, what's the damage value on the breath weapon again?
87.
60 ton?
60.
Oh, God.
Yeah, 60 ton.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's
That's
fine.
real bad.
That's so bad.
It's fine.
Oh, mamma mia.
It's very bad. My soul's gonna get taken again. It's one of these.
Again?
It's one of these.
What if it doesn't?
Would you allow me to use my reaction to pull Ether back 5 feet? A reverse shove, if one will.
A yoink, if you will.
Will you allow me to yoink Ether? You can yoink
Because if
Ether.
he's like within, if it's a 5
Yeah.
foot difference, I would 100% like
You can yoink Ether.
yoink.
Bonus
You two
action,
will
yoink.
split the damage.
That works for me.
Okay.
Sarah's doomed, but thank
I could have stayed put, and I
All right.
decided to.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. If me up, me heals. So.
Yeah. That's really what it is.
Mamma mia.
Fine.
47.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Where was it?
Under the weapon.
Okay. I was like,
It's in the paragraph that starts with "when first attuned."
Sure.
Which I didn't read the
yeah,
rest of that,
that's fine.
thinking, no.
Because that's not important.
Okay, so, failed, yep, obviously failed. 18,
Okay,
36.
So 18. Because I have the ring of cold resistance.
So, we don't know what hand it was on.
We don't.
Well, 50-50.
Okay.
You want to odd or even it, or do you want to roll a d20? Odd or even it.
Okay.
Which would you like for it to be on the left hand? Even or odd?
Odd.
Odds.
That feels right. I agree.
You can roll it.
I don't know why, but right feels even.
This one. It was a 4.
So 36.
And 18 for me?
No,
Oh,
you
okay.
failed.
So
you
I-
rolled a natural 1.
I do have the I do have the ring of winter
Yeah.
on my person.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that has any.
You're not wearing it. You're also not attuned to it.
All right. Well, I'm down. So.
DJ. So, we know it's cap and roll. It was 60-10 on the base, so it's 96 cold damage.
God.
I indelible.
Good.
I go to 1.
That's the
No.
best way that you can use that.
Do you know how much damage that means you absorbed?
No, I don't. Because the next hit that I do, I inflict that, right?
Or are you inflicting
Hell
the difference?
The first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, roll a d8 for each hit die. Wait, hang on, it's a different thing.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you want to just do the dropping to 1, or do you have hit die that you also want to be expending?
I do have hit die.
Purely up to you.
How many hit die do I have? Paladin is a d10 and I have 6 of them. We'll see how much I can take off with that. And
Okay.
if I still need to do the other indelible to not go to 0.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because I know that this is like
You
a
want more
layer type
D10s?
thing.
You want more d10s?
It's only 6. I was just going to roll 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And how much total am I looking to offset?
Well, it was 96 damage.
Okay.
How many dice
I don't
you
know
got?
how much health you have.
40.
Oh boy.
Oh.
This is going to be close.
Yep.
All right, so... Well, that's already bad.
3.
Good.
It's gonna be close. It ain't. But again, this is how much he's absorbing, and we'll go into his next thing.
I just rolled 2 10s.
There you
How?
go. So
Holy
you're 23.
fuck. 26.
Oh, you had 2 3. Sorry, my
Yeah.
bad.
So that's 2, 4. These are my last 2 hit die.
Yep.
5 and a 9, so 14.
So 40 damage.
It's pretty good.
So I take it down to 56.
Yep.
Now I
Indelible.
go
you
to 1. Yeah.
So this is where the intense like cone of cold that has wreathed into the barrel, and he just like genuinely like quick draw turns and just say thanks for your friend. Pop, and like it erupts back out with a like genuinely like his next grip's face at the front of the fucking cone just. "Ah!"
Just lips like flapping in the wind.
Yeah, like it's a bad fucking
Was that a door
intense
closing?
feeling.
How dare you?
It was a cannon. He has a cannon.
All right,
Damn.
I'm down to 1.
So
You're
it's a
down
game
to
of
1.
ping pong where it's like I shoot it at him, he absorbs it, shoots it out, and then DJ absorbs it and shoots it back.
It's kind of what's
He's
happening.
gonna shoot it at you, actually.
Sarah is downed.
Yes.
I feel like there's something
Alright.
to be said about playing
Which
a game of
means-
catch after my dad dies.
That the moonbeam is also
Gone.
Oh, that's good.
I would have taken it at the start of my turn.
I can get up and fight now. It would have reverted me to my normal form.
I passed, so I'll half it. I still take the
you still
damage
took-
because this happens at this. This is my action.
Oh, I thought this was a reaction.
Done.
No.
I just
The
assumed-
reaction
Unless
is to
this is my
consume
normal
a spell
form.
effect.
I thought that was the
consume-
gun's reaction.
We
It is
don't
the
know.
guns.
Okay.
What?
We should probably be concerned about that, actually.
With what?
I was joking to Don, and I was like, oh, yeah, that means I can actually get up and fight now that the moonbeam's gone. And I was like, because then I would revert to my normal form. And then I went, unless this is my normal form. I don't know. We've never asked the question.
Sarah, how's most damage?
Oh, boy.
You upcasted it at 3rd level,
Yeah,
so it's probably 4d10?
I think it's 3d10 because it's a second level spell. Starts at 2d10 and it increases by 1d10 for each slot above second.
So 3d10.
While Sarah's rolling, shout out to Hexwood Forge for these combat risers.
Yay!
They're on Etsy. Check them out. They're cool as hell. Chell can float in the sky.
Chelkan, not Tharia.
Hexwood Forge, you'll float too.
We all
wait.
float. Hello, Sam. That's perfect time.
14, so 7.
Thank you. He doesn't revert. There's no
Yeah.
shape changing for Arthur Hartwood.
He's Arthur Hartwood.
He unleashes the devastation that was stored within the gun's chamber. I want to say, man, Don, move me 5 feet back towards that corpse.
Perfect. Good.
That'll be my turn. Glenn, you're up.
Burger. It's cold in here now.
I thought you said burger. I'm like, are you?
I also
That's
heard
what
burger.
I also
Yeah.
heard burger.
I
Think
want
about it.
Are we
I
hungry?
want burger.
Burger.
Almost kind of like a cheeseburger.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and reach my bag, and I'm gonna pop one of my healing potions that I was given.
Burger. Healing burger.
It's just a cheeseburger.
Cast.
I just want to make sure that
My
I.
arcane focus? Oh.
So I have a potion of healing superior,
Yeah.
and then 2 potions of healing greater. Superior is the better one of the 2, right?
Correct.
I cannot remember the goo vials that I was given from the turtle, from the life tree essence.
Yeah.
I think they were the greater, right?
Superior.
That was the superior?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and drink my turtle soup.
Goopy.
And that is 8d4. Holy shit.
Yeah. Again, this is where I'm like, you guys have a fuckload of potions too.
Don, your thing that brings people up if they're downed. You
Yes.
can only use that. Can you use that at will as much as you want? Once per long rest, once per short rest? Does Netgrim not know?
I think it's proficiency. I don't think Nesgrim knows. Again, because like it's weird to try to explain game mechanics.
I know, but how many times would I have seen Ether do that in a day? If I had only ever seen him
Only
do
once.
it once, would I
Yeah.
assume that you can only do it once in a day?
It's once per long rest.
Okay, so if I'd only ever seen you do it once a day,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I think that's a fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Alrighty.
Which I haven't done.
So that's gonna heal me for 19 after I was just hit for 18, so I'm
Did you not? I
feeling
thought you did.
Better.
I talked
Better
about
and
doing it, but I
fine.
never did because I threw marbles on the ground.
That, gosh.
But then we rolled back time anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Yep.
All things are fine.
Thank you.
Okay. You chug potion.
Chug potion.
What else you doing?
Aethier's bashed up. If I remember correctly, I'm last in turn order.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so shit's gonna start popping off as soon as I'm done. Fuck. I gotta prep.
Start? Gonna?
Yeah, well,
Get?
I mean, every
Prep?
time I sit and like prep my turn, by the time that it's my turn,
know,
I'm like
I've
7
messed with
things
Okay,
changed.
I was like,
Yeah.
hold on.
I looked at me and went, well, clearly me is
Yeah,
Arthur.
yeah, yeah.
Me, Arthur.
Me.
Laverna's after you. Technically, Arthur's after you, but he already went.
Yeah.
How bummed it is.
And Sarah's down.
Yep.
Yep.
About how far away is Sarah from me?
20 and then 5, 10.
She's roughly 30 to 35 feet away from you.
Okay.
If you want to do the same thing as I allowed DJ to do with leaping off and taking the, like, small amount of fall damage to be able to get additional distance, that's fine.
I leapt off the thing, took 20 feet of fall damage. That way I could not have to dash to close the distance.
Yep.
That's what he means.
All right. Yeah, I'm also just trying to like see if there's enough space for Aether to get to her on his turn, or if she's outside of his.
You can always
range.
pull her back.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna hop down to her.
Cast yoink.
I'll take the fall.
Take 2 falling damage.
Ouch, my ankle. My shin splints.
Whoa.
Oh!
Thanks, out of that.
Heck, can I say?
My shin splints. And I will scoop up Ritora.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have any additional movement or anything, I'll move backward. But I don't think I do. So
I'll give you 5 feet back.
cool.
You can also turn them so this way, again, in the idea of respecting that people are attempting to cover their grievously injured
Yeah.
friends,
She'd
I
be
would give,
backwards.
yes.
Vorse would be
He's-
using her as a meat
Yeah.
shield, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that.
The best place to take a bullet's in the Rotora.
Damn!
John, quick question for
Yeah.
you, real quick. I need an idea of the viscera situation
Yeah.
going on.
For what remains from Eldath?
Yeah. Presumably, is there a body part lying near me that a friend of mine is missing?
We'll odd or even it.
Even his arms.
Yeah, even Zarn. 9! Sorry.
There's
No
no
arm?
arms. 9.
9.
9 arms.
Not near you. There might be one over there.
Okay.
That's where more of the viscera was.
Okay.
Got this leg.
Oh!
I'm gonna just hold the action of my turn to let's see.
Get elected.
What is that? Or no, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna for my action, I'm gonna cast resistance on
Rotora?
Ritora.
I thought you were pointing to me. I'm like, don't waste your spell.
Yeah. Once before the spell ends, the target or I can target someone with a D4 and add that number to one saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
So you can add a D4 to a saving throw.
That's good.
Very good.
Probably be making some.
No.
We won't get to that.
Well, I'll just use Tarathel's mini for her. Yeah, I
How
mean,
do we not have a Laverna mini?
I don't know. That was where Don was like, we'll make sure we get an Arthur mini. Well,
That's she was the Eldath mini.
yeah.
I think
Previously.
every time we
She's been that or a dragon.
well, every time we think that we're like, oh, we're not going to see Laverna.
Again.
Again.
Yeah. And then if we get a mini,
We could use a
it's-
horse because the horses were Laverna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Laverna
we get a
is a
mini,
horse.
it's not going to be
50
useful.
up.
Yeah.
No.
They're going to be dead.
Yeah.
Well, she flies up. And Tarathel's corpse is here on the mountain peak.
Yep.
She is going to halt her movement and kneel down and pull up Tarathel into her chest. Nobody's really here anymore, so like for the people that are kind of within the vicinity, you just see like a figure just kind of like land with large, again, night sky colored draconic wings that weave out from her back. She looks like Laverna, just wings sprouting forth from the edges of her neck.
I imagine the visuals look crazy anytime the lightning hits.
Oh yeah, when it's like
It's just this big shadow wings.
That's great. She just cradles him into her chest. Aether's got enough passive perception. Yeah, big PP and is only maybe 30 feet away. You would immediately first hear, and then it would wash over everyone, an intense wail of "No!"
That's good because I don't have that on the soundboard.
Good.
Oh, we don't have the Wilhelm scream.
And then you would see rippling out from that scream a psionic wave. So like in that same way that you see a mirage, you would see that quiet ripple press out towards, from the edges of that scream, towards Arthur.
Good.
That's good.
Yes.
That's great.
She's a friend.
She
We
is.
love her.
She is.
She?
My mother isn't.
Or
Yeah.
is she?
Fuck me!
Yay! No.
No!
No.
Done!
Mm-mm.
Got a 1?
No!
That 20.
20. Oh, for Arthur.
Yeah!
Oh.
It's a
Make him roll
saving
again.
throw.
Damn it.
What do you mean make him roll?
Redo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dice
Different
is
dice. That's not. That's not
Redo.
Arthur's dice. That's a.
Silvery
different one.
barbs.
Yes.
Silvery
Oh
barbs.
yeah, Arthur needs to roll the. Where's the
Felix
gun?
helps us from the other side.
Where's the gun dice?
They're in the
That is
drawer.
that. Oh, you mean the
I mean the blam.
Yeah.
Felix
I
silvery
have a set
barbs
and
him
John
from
has a
beyond
set.
the grave.
You know, you're right.
He's gonna roll a 24.
The dice don't even go this high.
No, wait. No, we need just the 20.
Yep.
All right, Arthur. One in the chamber for you, buddy.
It sounds like a bike.
I know, right?
Ding, ding, ding.
I rolled it on a surface that continues to speak.
Oh.
That is a different number.
19. 21.
Dirty
No.
35?
35.
Dirty 30.
It is a dirty 20, but a dirty 20 fails.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Teach.
We'll be very gracious and give you guys the I suppose I won't nat 20.
He has a gun.
Thanks,
He's gotta
Laverna.
use the gun.
All right.
The whole thing.
What if we thank Laverna again?
Really, we should go back, rewind time again.
Yeah.
Reroll,
Reroll every roll.
roll.
We'll
Yeah.
watch the stream on stream. We're splitting.
Streamception.
We're splitting the timeline.
Oh dear.
Is he dead?
It's still gonna be bad for us somehow.
I'd like to think that Felix just silvery barbs them.
That's
all
what
it
I
was.
believe. That's my
Yes.
headcanon.
It was from the other side. It rang
Just
through.
a few bubbles burst around Arthur's head. And
There's a lot of water here, so like,
Is this when Laverna actually kills
there's a
me?
rubber ducky just sitting menacingly on one of the treetops.
I'm a fool. I have Indomitable.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You forgot. You don't anymore. You swapped that spell out.
It's not a spell. It's a fighter reaction.
You're not even a fighter. You built her wrong.
Waiting for it to just roll off the
It's
desk.
the same number.
And he burned his ability.
Yes! Eat shit, Arthur Hartwood.
Well, he uses his reaction. to that,
Correct.
So he just gets it back in a minute anyway.
Unless.
But you only have so many number of uses of Indomitable.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
true.
the same thing as like second wind or action.
Legendary resistance.
Yeah.
Well, legendary resistance, I don't think there's a limit to actually. Is there? 3?
Typically, things have 3.
I'm scared that Laverna's gonna attack me,
Two.
so. Somebody who's the line from Star Wars. My allegiance is to the Republic.
Arthur
to
Hartwood takes
democracy.
58 psychic damage.
How about Arthur stomach wood? I don't know.
Do it.
And Arthur is stunned.
Stunning.
Stonen.
Interesting.
And we go to Dawn.
Start fighting.
I throw
What do you
it
mean
down.
start?
Well, he's stunned now. So.
Okay.
Take his gun.
It just adds itself to the plan I already had.
No, you can't take his gun.
What if
I'm
I
gonna
want
slide
to?
down the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
move 5 feet forward.
Unbond it.
Here, take this.
I'm gonna put myself. She's 20. That's probably 30. Yeah, I'm gonna position myself right there because that should catch.
Hot on pot news.
Just real quick, while we're in this period, the last episode, there was a lot of use of the gravity stuff.
Was it last episode or was it the one before?
Last one, because that's all three of us dove down in the hole, and then Vorst reversed it, so that way we flew back.
Well, he
up the
reversed
hole.
time,
I reverse time.
not gravity.
We reversed gravity.
There was
2
gravity in the
episodes
sense
ago.
that you were plummeting to your death.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 episodes ago.
Yeah, that gravity we were trying to figure out terminal velocity, and now that translates to.
Yeah.
Gravity.
Gravity.
What are you doing now?
I am going to. Do you have more superior healing potions? Or that was the last one?
I have a greater.
Okay. Can I?
You would probably like I would
Yeah.
say like if my bag's open, you would have seen like me go.
Yeah. Can I? Item interaction. Grab the
Yeah.
greater one and dump that in Ratora's mouth.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's your bonus action also.
Yes, that's fine.
Yep.
So, what is greater?
64 plus 6?
4d4 plus 4.
44 plus 4.
Okay, so that's capped for a 12, 16. You gain 20.
Why is it capped?
Because she's downed? Or does
So
it only
it's a
count for
potion.
spells? Oh,
Yeah. You can't, like, make the potion better, you know?
Yeah, no, that's
Why
fair.
not?
Because it's him bestowing his soul onto you. He
4d4.
can't do that through the goo.
Yeah. $12.
I'll take it.
And then I am going to, so that's my bonus action. I'm going to use my action to cast Bless, targeting Nesgrim,
Fuck yeah.
Thariel.
I'm gonna pull out another D4 so I remember.
And Ratora. So whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, you roll a d4 and add it to the attack roll or the saving throw.
Cool.
So
DJ, do you want this one?
No, I'm right. Think of I got. That is pretty neat, but not.
I
right.
figured that's roughly 30 if she's 20
That's
up. Okay,
A lightning strike.
thank you. And I'll mark myself as concentrating so I don't forget.
Thank you. Lightning once again strikes the water, and we go to DJ.
Sarah, you're up.
All right.
You're no longer unconscious.
Yeah, she's healed.
4, 5.
I just was making sure so that way if I had to stop concentrating in a spell, I can.
I need another D8 still. Holy.
Yeah, soul goo, exactly. You understand.
Sorry, I'm getting ready for my turn.
I'm the
So I'm gonna be rolling a lot of D8s. So
It's now.
I know.
I know.
Okay. I have advantage on my first attack roll.
Yep.
And you get +4 to the roll.
I would like to, and I'm gonna make an attack roll for this initially, and then see if you'll allow me to do the rest. I want to use the advantage to grab Arthur by like the collar, the shirt, something where I can like grab him, and I'm gonna start dragging him back toward Ratora until I'm 10 feet away from Ratora.
He's stunned, so I don't think he can resist you moving it just for what that's worth with the advantage.
Okay.
So you'll have advantage against him because he's stunned regardless. So don't feel like you're
Okay,
exerting your advantage.
Cool.
He is stunned.
So yeah, I would like to make an attack roll to like if it is an attack roll. I'm not
So,
sure how you want to roll that.
You would be grappling him. This is, again, comparable to what was happening with Olaf. You would be grappling.
Place an attack action.
I would say because he is incapacitated, it will not cost you additional movement to drag him. For Olaf, it costed additional movement to drag creatures.
Like difficult terrain.
Correct. So I will have you grapple. I don't auto-fail.
For the grapple?
Correct.
Okay.
So, you're making... I'll let you use the advantage from Indelible to give you advantage on the grapple.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't be getting advantage on the grapple regardless.
Yeah, so
Stun
that's-
doesn't give it, the other thing doesn't, but this will get it.
He is hexed in strength.
Yes.
Okay.
Grapple isn't a
I-
saving throw?
What?
Grapple isn't a saving throw, or is it?
No, it's an ability check.
It's contested
athletics
abilities
versus-
checks, yeah.
So I added D4 to that.
That
too.
was the old Flint
'Cause it
Olaf
was?
one, too.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Not an attack
'Cause it
roll.
replaces
It's
the
an
attack roll.
ability check.
All right. So with advantage.
It doesn't matter. I immediately now won.
Hell yeah.
I'm rolling with
Beautiful.
disadvantage, so regardless, I have to take the one.
I drag him within 10 feet of Retora.
Okay.
I still have advantage on my next attack roll from him being stunned.
That's roughly where you can get. I
I just want to get within 10 feet of Retora.
Yeah,
That's
you're
the-
fine. I'm just trying to, and you have advantage consistently.
Cool.
And like here,
I will.
because they were like here.
Mm-hmm.
And this
Okay.
is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Because they're in line with that one.
Okay.
I'll throw him to the ground so he's like
Prone.
Are you shoving or are you releasing?
releasing. So
Okay.
I'll release. If he falls, then he falls.
Yes,
if he
you can
doesn't fall and he's still upright, then I'll just do what I'm doing upright.
So
Because you can still strike when.
I
grapple.
have disadvantage, or no, I auto fail strength/dex saves. I'll say in the volume of movement, the release is sudden enough. He auto fails a dex save and falls prone.
Beautiful. I am stabbing him square through the chest with the Gilded Guardian.
Yeah. So if he's like down like that, you would be going through his back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the attack roll.
Good old same spot you stabbed Eldath. You rolled with advantage, right?
Yep.
Did you add the D4?
I did not. That'll likely help. That's a 22.
Yep. My AC is 19.
Beautiful. I'm going to burn.
But saying you're like stabbing through, I don't think that's enough of a shot call. It's like, it's not the same thing as I'm trying to hit a gun out of a moving person's hand.
Right. I am going to use
Yeah.
Indelible rather than dealing the damage to him. I'm going to restore health to Retora.
Yep.
I'm using every D8, so you're getting 68 of healing.
Melee.
68.
Yeah, and I'm gonna roll
68.
it with my thing.
Hell yeah.
The
your
metal one I have separate. That'll be my actual attack roll. So this is. So you restore hit points to another target of your choice within 10 feet.
Yep.
All right, there's going to be some math in here. 12, 15, 19, 23, 26. You take 26 healing, and I take 13.
No longer bloody.
Yeah.
And
Teamwork.
now,
Yeah.
now,
This is the point.
now I'm going to roll my damage on him,
Yep.
which is a D8 and 6.
And remember, you absorbed.
I just burnt that
That was that.
to
Yes.
heal her. Yep.
Yep.
I used all.
Oh,
6.
okay. You used all of it. My
Yep.
bad. Got it.
All of it went to healing Retora.
Gotcha.
So that's gonna be 5 and 6 is 11. 11 damage. 11 slashing from, or stabbing, I guess.
Yeah,
Gilded Guardian.
it's piercing. Again, fuck the like, oh, it's always slashing. No, you can fucking stab.
And if you'll allow me to leave the sword through him, I would not withdraw it. I would leave it in him.
yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
yeah.
like trying to pin him to the floor?
So
Now,
he
yeah,
is the the thing I will remind everyone. He is the one that has a blade of star metal. That is the
Yeah.
only thing that has been penetrating his exterior thus far.
Yep.
Anything else on your turn? Before I give the descriptive
Yeah, hang
elements
on.
of what happens.
Bonus action Booming Blade. I'll burn Booming Blade on him too. Yeah, it's part of the attack roll, but since I
You
used,
moved him.
but I'm doing it on the second attack, not when I grab him and pull. I'm doing it when I hit him, when I stab him. So that way, if he tries to get up and move, then it'll hit him with Booming Blade. So on the second attack,
So the problem is Booming Blade is still a cantrip.
yeah,
You have
right.
already
Shit,
taken
yeah.
the attack action
Shit,
to
right.
supplement with grapple.
I do that every time.
I know, man. It's okay. I know you really want a Booming Blade.
It's that I want to like Booming Blade after displacing something.
I know. It is sincerely. It's very unfortunate that those kinds of cantrips just get completely outscaled as the game progresses.
Yeah. So in that case, yeah, just leave the sword in him. That's Booming Blade enough. He's taking a
it?
D8 if he tries to stand up
Yep.
on a sword.
Yep.
So
You, a stunned Arthur that's like, having just unleashed all of the Cone of Cold, would have been looking up in the direction of the scream. You grab him, you drag him forward and release with a suddenness. He falls forward on all fours, and you thrust that fucking sword through his back. It does penetrate through his back, out through his chest. He is still stunned. We go to Sarah.
Retribution.
And then, Shelly, you'll be up.
Retribution,
I
Sarah.
am effectively holding him in place. Effectively, not mechanically. I don't know, but
Do not.
that's John's call. Kick him in the dick.
The family jewels.
He's got 2 Arthurs, so double a jewels.
Oh,
I was gonna say he stole all the jewels from our
Yeah.
Auglatha. How did you know
That
I
would
was
be
keeping
a
them in my
fucked up
pants?
episode of Mari. Could you imagine?
Christ. You are your father?
You're 1/3 the father? How the fuck? I don't know. Mari just throws the papers up and leaves.
You're 4/3 the fuck.
Instead of
4/3.
running away, he just gets on a treadmill.
How's it going, Sarah?
My options are incredibly limited.
Feast. Eat him,
I'm
Sarah.
not going to eat him.
Eat Arthur.
Just a nibble. A little taste.
Stab that man.
I'm gonna
Stab a little bit.
I'm going to cast Conjure Woodland Beings.
Okay.
500 chipmunks.
Feast on his flesh, my pretties.
Fuck, Raz? Is that you?
What challenge
400
rating are you
wolves.
choosing?
I'll do 4 fake creatures at challenge rating 1/2 or lower.
So it is Raz.
Raz summons wolves.
1,600 bees.
That's a different thing. That's Swarmkeeper.
Raz did once summon like 60 flying creatures. I can't remember what it was.
It was because the game didn't specify that you couldn't choose swarms, so I had no idea that wasn't supposed to get done. So I chose 8 swarms of ravens. That's where
Can I
you
do-
drew that on the whiteboard. That's what
Oh,
that
that's right,
picture
all of
is.
the-
That's why there's so many ravens.
Can I do that instead?
That's not woodland beings. That
No.
would be conjure animals.
Woodland
Yeah.
ravens.
Woodland ravens. You're choosing
Woodpeckers.
half.
Half, yeah. Yeah, I'll do half. I'm not intimately familiar with the
16 mourning doves.
with all the specifications.
I cast Summon Animal, a partridge in a pear tree.
Out of trees.
6 geese of lay.
One half.
Honk.
5 golden rings.
Honk.
But all of Christmas was deceived for. The 6th ring was created in secret.
I love the idea of just mid-battle, just a whole swarm of geese come honking out of the woods.
That's just casual, like, you're standing in
Monday afternoon.
Yeah, you're standing in the soccer field and suddenly
Les geese.
geese.
I was gonna say this is a little pond.
Well, Sarah,
Yeah.
odd or even, because there's 2 creatures that are applicable here.
Oh no!
Okay.
If we summon
You
hags
pick
again.
one half.
Show me hags.
Woodland creatures, hags.
They're
fake
on the
creatures.
Tiny
list.
little hags.
Yeah, they're on the list. That's what we were in danger of when we were summoning the nymphs.
That's a 9, so odd.
All right. Great.
Of hags.
Sarah, you summon 8 darklings.
It's
Fine,
4.
make me your villain.
Sorry, 4 darklings.
I mean, if you want to give me 8, you're
Nope,
welcome
you
to
get
make
4.
that decision. But
Shadow and Bone. What?
That's what I'm saying. He's dark and misunderstood, and I can
No,
fix
no.
him.
Shadow elves.
Shadow
can
and
I
I.
type, please?
I'll just write down 4 shadow elves.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Yeah.
It's
You get 4 of them.
I got.
I was really hoping I got to become forced to dog
They
again.
obey verbal commands from her.
some.
Yeah, I wanted to become a Myrmidon again. That'd be
I'll
great.
let them function directly after you in initiative order.
Oh, they're real scary guys.
Yeah. What would you command them to do?
feast.
That's what I said. I said eat. We're all hungry.
Yoink.
Right.
Oh. Just little guys. I don't like them.
I don't like them
Are
at
they
all.
like
Seems like they pretty much just have a dagger attack.
drow goblin?
Droblins.
I'm.
Stab that guy!
Droblin Jupiter in her hair.
Just a goofy little guy.
Yeah, just
Nobody traps the Jupiter.
give him little
Thanks.
scritches.
I don't know if I'd give him scritches, but
I know it's a trained deep.
I'm gonna
cut,
point
but-
at Arthur,
Yep. Yeah, they just
and
like
I'm going to.
poof into appearance.
I'm going to say,
just get him.
stop him.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
I'm going to get down from Vorst's arms,
Okay.
brush myself off a little bit.
6. Anything else?
No,
All right.
because that was.
So they each make 1 dagger attack with advantage.
Hell yeah.
And 2 brute.
Oh, John.
Yeah.
Bonded companion on those.
No.
Damn. That would have fucking
You
been
can, you can only pick a certain number, and it's only when you first
do.
attune and then
I
when
would-
you rest.
I was
after.
going to try to argue that because they were conjured by Ritora, they're part of Ritora. I can see that's a stretch. And also, you're talking, that's 7 to each 4.
I thought you were gonna try and make them
Sarah,
steed.
you rolling?
That's what I
Oh,
thought.
my
You were riding more of them like a
Oh, they're
car.
creatures.
Yes.
They're
I
your
deal
boys.
additional damage when someone
they're-
hits
So
within
4
10 feet
attacks
of
with
me.
advantage. So do 1 attack at a time.
Okay.
Each of them has a +5 to hit. His AC is
That's not
19.
horrid.
So
Yeah.
14's and up, and you hit.
Everybody gets
Advantage, yeah.
First one fails.
1 miss. 14 or higher.
14 or higher on the die.
Correct.
Okay. Second one, 16 passes.
Yep. Third guy.
Third one, nat 20.
Great. Fourth guy.
Another nat 20.
Hell yeah. Let's get him.
They are piercing damage. So for the first guy, roll on the d20. I'm gonna laugh when this darkling beheads Arthur.
Please.
Because of Gilded Guardian, when
That's not-
someone hits within 10 feet of me, 5 feet of me with melee or spell, I deal
3.
double my charisma mod in range.
Okay. And then for the other guy, roll the
Bonded
d20.
Companion
I'll roll
per
the other
round
one because that's the die that
stacks.
got it.
So if
7.
Don or Ariel all hit Arthur,
Okay.
on each.
So, Sarah,
Yes.
And that's 8.
you have 1 hit. So, for the first hit, 1d4 and 2d6. Because they had advantage on the attack, they're rolling the additional 2d6 piercing damage.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So roll a d4 and a d6.
Oh, 1 of each.
2d6 and 1d4
Okay.
is what you're rolling.
Oh, also, I am very bloody. Still.
Yeah.
7.
Okay. Now, for the other guys, both of them are capping and rolling. There's no additional effects for what they get for piercing.
Aw.
So, still roll the same die value. Tell me the number, and then I will add the total value for you.
6 plus 6 plus 1.
Damn.
13.
13. So that's 29 plus 3, so 33. And then next guy.
5, 1, and 4. 10.
29.
Just leapt on by a bunch of ghouls.
Tiny ghouls.
Tiny ghouls.
62.
We're Julius Caesar in this man.
Literally.
So he takes half because, I'll say they're magical.
I
Fuck it.
stabbed him into the floor and then
He's
foreshadow
also currently got
Yeah.
the star medal.
Yeah, so, you conjure these boys, you say, stop him, and they just brandish knives and just just start Julius Caesaring. Arthur just, like, has daggers in his sides. Anything else on their turn? No, so we get a chill.
Great.
Perforated Arthur.
I am going to dive bomb at Arthur's body on the ground.
Yep.
And because he's not moving and I can like kind of take my time doing this, would you allow me to dig my claws into where the blade is and just rip his flesh asunder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course I would.
Okay.
You
That's
make the
far too
attack rolls with
grotesque.
advantage. No, that's not grotesque enough.
Yeah.
He takes an additional 8 damage
Yep.
if it hits.
Should I roll with advantage?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he's stunned, so all attacks are going at advantage.
And you add a
That's
d4.
a 23.
Hits anyway.
It'll hit.
Okay.
Yep. And then again, you attack twice.
Oh yeah.
So first one's hit.
With the d4. It's 14. That's 24.
Yep.
Bless,
Hit.
baby.
He's
And
taken
then,
16 radiant.
Yep.
He's also.
So I'll add that already.
No.
Yes.
Once per bonded companion per round. He takes 8. Sorry,
You're good.
I caught myself trying to cheat. Well, not trying to cheat, making a mistake.
That's fine. It's new.
This is so fun.
Yeah.
I love all these
Once per
dice.
bonded companion.
Isn't
per
it an incredibly
So once-
satisfying feeling?
Once per round, yeah.
Oh baby. Okay. So 8,
Only one. Right.
16, 21, 23, 28, 30, plus 14, 44 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Those are pretty.
Icy.
Is that from both attacks?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I will say that, like, you land. You guys are now all caught in the midst of her blizzard. There's no negative consequences to you guys while within it. There's negative consequences towards hostile enemies.
It's a blizzard bathed in golden light now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This snow globe is beautiful.
Yeah.
And sun.
And, yeah.
sun.
And then your good friend Thoriel erupts forward with these extended hands covered in sharp talons forged of ice. And she just one hand around the proximity of your blade and just rips through Arthur's back. Like, think of like when you see the flayed man in Game
Yeah.
of Thrones. She's flaying his sides out, like ripping his lats open. Anything else on your turn, Chell?
So Is my second attack a bonus action?
Nope. You still
Great.
have your bonus action available to
Fantastic.
you.
I don't know if there's anything I can really do for bonus.
Rip, I get it.
Can I take a peek inside? Is he hollow?
I want to know what makes
Is he
him
hollow?
tick.
Yeah.
No.
What's inside?
There is definitive muscle and sinew and fat here. It looks like he is a man.
Cook him.
Is his heart in there?
I would say. What's your passive perception?
17.
Yes.
Is it beating?
Yes.
For now. Oh, now you could do the heart one.
True.
Yes!
Who is next in initiative?
Glenn.
I would lock eyes with Vorst and go, I found his heart.
Would you stab it for me?
Just salivating.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And then my turn with him flayed open.
Yeah. You're up.
Okay. So I'm going to.
Based on his
Oh!
I'm gonna do.
Everything you can do, I can do too.
I'm gonna do.
Well, now.
Remember what precedent we set.
No.
I might. I might burn a
Say
reaction depending on what Vorse does.
Okay.
I'm gonna step up to Arthur. And I'm gonna put my boot on the back of his neck.
Before you go much further,
Okay.
can I take my reaction to let go of my sword?
No, I would have you keep your hand there. I was gonna do a thing.
If you'll let me let go of it and say a thing, then I.
Yeah.
Okay.
So also
I know.
just for the spectacle of things, I do not want to have you make a decision. It is not that the sword has gone into the ground to where he is truly like.
No.
Okay. If
Like,
you intend to
understanding he could get up and run away with it,
Sure.
still in
Okay.
him.
Okay. Yeah.
I
you
would
release.
let go and say a very short thing.
Yeah.
I would just say, use mine. Star metal.
Oh, okay, so even without that, I would walk up
Yeah.
because I already had this
Yeah.
planned. Yeah.
Okay.
Foot
I'd
on the
walk
back
up,
of his neck.
put my foot on the back of his neck,
Nesgrim
and
releases
place
his sword.
my hand over top of Nesgrim's hand on the sword. Look
Aw,
you dead in the
hold
eye,
hands.
Oh.
and pry his back open further with it.
Hell yeah.
All right, we have the same idea.
Look at the boys uniting.
And I'll use that as my first attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
In
You
that
attack
case,
with advantage.
it makes sense for you to still have your hand on it. If you were going to do that regardless,
Mm-hmm.
I would let go. You would just do that yourself with my sword.
Oh no, because I figured you were like this. I was just gonna place my hand on the pommel and like look at you and like look down at him and then push it.
Like friendship.
We're doing it together
Oh, my
Yeah, but-
love.
because I want you to keep your fucking sword.
I'm trying to be careful because, like, at a certain point, this does become metagaming, and I don't want that to be true. Like, if you're,
I have already identified that my sword attacks don't
Yeah.
hurt him the way that yours
Yeah,
do.
he already
Right.
hit him.
Yeah.
right, so what Nesgrim is trying to do is release the sword because you always attack twice. I've seen you attack twice. If I let go of the sword, you grab it, do that, you make that attack roll with my sword, you can then take my sword, and I'm knowing
My
that,
second attack is not going to be a sword attack.
Oh, fair enough. All right, never mind, sorry.
Also, I don't know if he's attuned to it. I don't know if he'd be able to.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to.
He wouldn't get any of the benefits from it. It's still star metal. He could still attack with
true.
it,
Gotcha.
and that's the part that I'm concerned about because
fine.
that's the.
Oh, never mind. I'm
Did you
sorry.
roll with advantage?
Yes.
Yeah,
Did you not 20?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's funny with the star metal sword.
Hell yeah.
He also takes 8 for.
Correct.
Radiant.
It is slashing and radiant, so roll the first d20 for slashing.
Oh, because it's using mine, right?
Yeah.
15.
Well, this makes sense. He's bleeding.
Oh, no.
Good.
Yucky.
Okay.
Is that really what he's bleeding?
Yeah, deep slice.
That's it's true.
Yeah, and efforts to.
Or sorry, no, lacerated. Yep.
When
Yeah.
even the table is playing along.
Yeah.
And then roll the other d20 for the radiant.
4.
That just captain rolls. Okay. So, the lacerated effect is that at the beginning of each of his turns, he takes 16 bleeding damage.
Ooh.
Cap and roll for both damage types.
What's the
It's 8.
D8s?
No, it's just 8. It's double my charisma mod.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What is
Cap
the
and roll.
damage of the weapon
Yeah.
value? 'Cause
Oh,
it's critting.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
D8.
1d?
Yeah.
It's just 1d8.
Yeah. 1d8 plus 6.
3, 9.
I don't know if you used my mod or your mod, though.
Just mod.
So it's 1d8 plus your mod. Your strength mod plus proficiency?
4.
Nope. It's just strength mod. You don't have
Yeah.
proficiency to damage. That only goes to attack rolls.
Okay, so it's 7.
So what number did you roll?
I rolled a 3,
Okay, and then you added your 4, so 7,
Yeah.
so 15 because we cap and roll.
and then plus the 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And then whatever that math is doubled.
Okay. And then you have second attack or whatever you're doing with the replacement effect because you have taken the attack action.
Yep, I've taken the attack action. My second attack is not going to be with that sword.
Mhm.
I'm going to release my foot off of his neck, kneel down, and
Yeah.
and I'm going to shifting strike bite his heart.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Is that a bonus action for the shifting bite?
It is. It is.
That's why I'm asking because I was like, I'm pretty sure I know where you're going with this. You can still do something else with the remaining attack within the extra attack if you would like.
Okay.
But if you want to resolve the bite first, you're welcome to resolve the bite first. That's entirely your choice.
Yeah, that sounds flavorful.
You're gonna turn him into a werewolf.
I'm not a werewolf.
You're not.
Turn him into a vampire. Come here.
We don't need that.
Hmm? We don't need him being a werewolf.
Or a vampire or any.
Oh, yeah.
17?
To hit?
Yes.
17 doesn't hit.
17 does not hit.
Yep.
All right.
I'll say because it's going through
And he's flanked a bunch.
and he's he's also flanked sufficiently. The minimum for flanking bonus is +2. That would hit the 19 anyway, so it hits.
Okay.
Again, it's not like he's armored any longer.
Right.
Like you're now hitting at his dex mod, so his AC would be 14.
Yeah. It's 7 piercing damage to his heart.
Very good.
And then you still have another attack.
Yep.
And then I do. And he's got glove one hand, gun another, or gloved hand is holding.
Glove hand is gun hand.
All right.
I will say though, as you bite into the area around the thoracic cavity, because like you got ribs, like they're broken and like fractured. There's like points at which the splintered bones of his.
That was the idea of prying him open with the sword.
Yeah. That's why I'm like they're like right here. So like when you're getting into like the meat of his back. There's like bones scraping against your cheeks as you, and you get a chunk out of him.
Like wash on. It'd be like sculpted. Is he mewing?
Anything
Call me the Rizzler.
for your other attack with an extra attack.
So that one, I mean, I feel like your sword's already in him. I would just pull it back the other way. You know?
Yeah.
Attack again.
Hold on, Sean.
Would you? Oh, did it? On
You
spirit?
did that.
One moment.
You good?
Double net 20?
No, you can.
Look at it! Look at it!
Yeah. Table
Yep.
it up.
You're good. You can move it back now.
On
First one
both
for
for net
slashing.
20s?
Huh?
On both?
18 and a,
Oh,
and a 20.
I can't see the number on the other one. I just see that it's 2.
I capped the roll.
You did an 8?
I rolled an 8.
Glenn,
So
you have to
8
roll on the table.
Oh. 7.
7.
He's bleeding more.
He's bleeding more. He takes 6 more bleeding, so he'll take 22 bleeding at the beginning of his turns.
Damn.
And you said you capped the roll?
I capped it on the roll. Yep.
8, 12 plus another 8 is 20.
Why won't you die already?
Well, it's weird to be like, he's bloodied, because he's very clearly grievously injured and, like, pulsing of, like, geysers of blood are
Yeah.
stripped through his back.
And I'll just, as I'm down near him, I'll just go, "You will leave this place now."
Anything else on your turn? Goes to me. I repeat, I think at my end. I'm not sure.
Which you is it?
Arthur, I believe.
Yeah. Goes to me.
Stab somebody.
I'm stunned. I take 22 bleeding damage. And I repeat the save at the end of my turn. I rolled the same number again. I'm stunned. We go to Laverna. You guys are a lot closer now.
We are.
Very.
And we've got a blood-eagled Arthur.
Put
He's just all the corpses.
yeah. Somebody's joining the party, you know?
Yeah, help us hold him open. Or bring him back to life and
Yeah, I mean,
Park it.
she lands in the midst of all this carnage, retracts the wings into her back.
I'm just saying, Tarthel's full of bullet holes, and he's the only one with a gun. She knows who the bad guy is.
Who did it? Ethan, how could you?
I hold up 2 guns. Whoa! Whoa!
Where did I get these? Why are my hands guns?
Bits of
They're
viscera
ravens.
and heart in my mouth. Wasn't me, man. What crime is this? Eating a meal? A succulent meal?
no sustenance was a crime.
This is democracy manifest.
Eating a man? Is democracy manifest? I don't know.
Nah, it is. Manifest, DJ. Come on.
Man,
Are you suggesting my manifest destiny is to devour people?
Manfie's destiny.
Streetlight man?
Yeah.
Cracking open a cold boy with the old ones.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna hit.
Cracking cold open boys old.
Yeah, 18 on the die for the higher of the 2.
Arthur, right?
Who wants to make the con save for Arthur?
Yeah.
I could use the Zephyra dice, but honestly, it'll probably.
It backfires.
Do
every
it.
time.
No, use the Saphira die. This is the test.
This is the time.
If it still rolls low, then we know it wasn't you. If it rolls high, we know that die
It's
is trying to
cursed.
curse you.
Yeah.
And then you can melt it down.
This is a bad time to
Yeah.
test that. I'm gonna be real.
Do you want to test it?
Believe in the night, Dom.
Believe in the night. I got night dice.
I would tell you that the visualization for what is happening is you would see her land, the wings recoil and retract into her back, and she would just pull very swiftly her hand just shooting forward in the same way as before when it tore through reality towards
Oh.
Arthur's heart.
Oh.
So like it's
how
a-
she dismissed Felthul.
Yes.
Oh.
Who wants to roll Arthur's save?
I'll do it.
Do it. With the Saphira die? Hell yeah.
This is where she nat 20s and I weep.
It's a 12.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
Nah, his save's really high.
Not high
Unless,
enough.
is it higher than
This
Laverna's?
is a huge attack for her.
What did you roll?
The DC is a 24 with a 12 plus 10.
22.
22 fails.
Woo!
Just barely.
Yeah,
And
shit, buddy.
you would see Laverna reach through the flayed flesh, her hand passing through in an ephemeral regard whatever remains of that thoracic carapace, his rib cage, and rips into his heart and shunts backwards, appearing at her side, a slowing heart in her hands. The incapacitated body can't move. And Laverna now stands, heart in her hand.
Is it still beating?
It's flowing.
Okay.
So, like, it's been removed.
Yeah.
It's a...
Yep.
And you would see the body also, in the same way for Felthul, be overwhelmed by an ethereal shimmer, halted in time. And we will leave initiative,
Oh, fuck.
with Laverna standing with a heart in her hand.
I would like to take a long rest. Hey, you're here. Thank you.
Now, I will say, to be very clear, he and all of his things are ethereal,
Yeah.
stagnant in time.
Yep.
The heart stops beating as she stands with it in her hand and simply looks back up towards the summit, towards where Tarathel's body remains. And she squeezes and punctures through, muscle leaking through her fingers like a fucking child enraged with the Play-Doh in her palm.
Oh no.
I have a question.
Any clarifying questions? Go right ahead.
As a man with a very high perception,
Yes.
I've obviously looked into Laverna's eyes incredibly frequently with
Yeah.
like making a deal, other things.
She is
Yeah.
profusely weeping.
When I have interacted with her, where we started to discern the difference between Laverna and the Night Mother in like the cadence that she spoke, was there any distinctive difference whatsoever in the like, even if it's not color of her eyes, like intensity of her gaze, like the way that she holds her eyes? Is there any difference between the two of them?
Yeah.
Am I able to discern?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
You can all make insight checks, to be perfectly frank.
I would like to say a thing, but let everybody do the
Yeah.
thing first, and then.
Yeah. This is a volume of time for clarifying questions before people start speaking or making decisions.
Yeah.
We are removed from the in media res part.
Yeah.
I forgot that I'm much
Is
better
it
at this
insight?
now.
Insight for anybody who wants to make an insight check. It's not that everybody has to.
I don't think I'm looking at her.
What'd you roll?
Natural 2028.
Okay. Anybody else choosing to roll anything?
18.
18.
I rolled a 6, so even if I wanted to, it wouldn't matter.
Good with the women.
It's me. Roll
Me roll
perceptive when it comes to women.
Well, the 18 also still beats. So, regardless, you obviously would peep it no matter what.
Yeah.
There is simultaneously a ferocity that does not look reticent of what you have seen in Laverna before. There is also, at the same time, a weeping, somber sadness you also have not really seen before.
Okay. So this is not Laverna. At
Take
least-
from that what you
we
will. This is
Yeah.
a like something has drastically changed in her.
It's wicked. We've solved it. Mm-hmm. Something is not the same.
Any other clarifying questions before we resume action of heart being crushed, weeping?
You said that all of Arthur's
Everything he is, was, and was holding,
is
ethereal. Like a visible
Including his heart.
No, his heart was
No. His heart is removed from his body.
But that's not disappearing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just anything that was like on his person at the time.
His clothes.
Yes.
Yeah.
His clothes, the glove, the gun. It's not that it's disappearing. It is that it is awash in an ethereal nature. It looks like a ghost hovering without
Yeah,
moving.
Just like Felthul.
Correct.
Body of Eldath remains still there.
Yeah.
Whatever's left.
Yeah, she didn't
Okay.
touch Eldath.
Okay.
She touched Arthur. Any other clarifying questions?
I'll grab Thariel and Nesgrim and pull myself standing up.
I'm asking for
Yeah.
clarifying questions first. Nothing else. Heart is being squeezed. She is turning and looking up at the summit. Now you guys can explore what you would like to roleplay within this scene.
Ritor's gonna run over to Arthur.
Okay. That's what you're doing. What would you be doing at this time?
Seeing how emotional she is, just, oh my god, you never hated him.
Yeah, you would see tears streaming down, gathering at the edges of her pointed chin, just collecting and dropping over her chest. She doesn't say a fucking word to you. What would you be doing? Sure. TJ?
I pull my sword out from Arthur's just ethereal body.
Correct. It's like weightless. Like
yeah.
it's a, oh, fuck. Like he's gone.
I would just, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah. That's totally fine.
I would just stare at Laverna. Just watch her, prepare
would you be
to
doing?
chase her.
I'd like to just like circle around, step over this tree, under the tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to Eldath's body, but position myself so I'm still facing the group.
Okay.
And I'd like to examine the body of Eldath, with whatever viscera there is, to see if I can find any piece of her torso that Nesgrim had stabbed through,
Okay.
to like examine the wound.
Yeah. Make a
From,
medicine.
like,
Make a medicine.
Yeah. 15.
You do not find anything.
Okay.
She is like
Yeah,
95% consumed.
shredded meat.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Her head is gone, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
A silent Laverna stares up at the summit. The storm begins to slowly halt. Laverna once again. Wings begin to sprout from her back again.
What do you hope to do?
Oh, thought you were just going to ask, what are you?
No.
What do you hope to do? I would say that at that point, she would just not looking at it, release the fragments of whatever remained residual from the sundered heart in her hands. Bits of cartilage still deeply embedded into her fucking nails. Say goodbye. And she just, singular flap of her wings, ascends and begins to fly back up towards the peak of the summit.
Now, because you said it that way.
I mean, again, you guys, this is whatever you guys want to do.
Ritor is gonna call out to Ether. What do you need for your ritual?
I'll walk back over. I mean, I've used other pieces of the body to determine the cause of death, but that is kind of moot at this point. I need the skull, and we do not have it. I'm not sure that she had a soul for me to pass on. If what we read in Imperia is to be believed, their mortal souls, their mortal spirits were left behind.
talking about Arthur.
Oh, his
I
skull and its ethereal. I also am not certain that that was or was not entirely Arthur. And none of our attacks could hit him. Arthur Hartwood, as we know him, is incredibly stubborn and also refuses to die. If his soul was able to escape, which I'm not sure that it is, my guess is that he's with our mutual friend right now. Perhaps that will have given him a chance to escape from the other being that had taken control. Whom
I would say that you would see at this point Laverna landing on the peak and once again cradling the body of Tartho.
I would fly after them, but
Sure. Yeah. No, I'm not attempting to interrupt. I'm just
Yeah.
painting the situation.
I just don't want her getting away without.
Yep. I would imagine the other being, Aion, has likely absconded back to his primary form before that occurred. I doubt that he would have allowed himself to be trapped in some sort of ripple in time. And if he is, I'm sure he can find his way back.
I told Arthur I would help him. Back when he helped me. I don't know who I was talking to at that point.
We also told Catherine that we would kill him with his own gun. But I think she, despite her feelings about the man that Arthur Hartwood was, I'm not sure any of us truly understood at the time what or who we were even dealing with. It is not really Arthur. Just a vessel.
I would say at this point you would land up at the summit and you would see her genuinely just seated down, his body cradled against her chest, looking down into his lifeless eyes.
I would be just angry and hysterical of just, Laverna, please. I'm so sick of these half-truths. As soon as I get my father, I lose him in the same day. I need answers. What the hell is going on? What happened?
I lost him long ago.
You say that like he was yours to lose.
For a time, he was. As I was his. Love does not grow in Auglatha.
When you wished to speak to him when we first arrived, what were you to say?
That I forgive him was never his fault.
For which part?
All of it. I can't ever fully show you what Auglatha was for us. What we wanted it to be.
Did he love you before or after my mother?
We were very young. Friends as children. Always together within the palace. His father and mine were two of the most prominent figures within the city. The king and the Hierophant of Herb.
Hierophant, you said?
Hmm?
Oh, that's a throwback.
Did we know that he was called that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm?
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yes,
it's been a
Laverna's dad,
while.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I thought the implication is that this is her dad.
Oh,
Like, she is her dad, currently.
She is her dad?
Some sort of. I thought she was
Not
saying.
every,
passing
not
up.
everyone.
What?
I thought that she was saying that like. That like her father's soul had like taken residence in her or something.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No. She was saying Tarathel and I were always together as children.
Because okay.
our parents were both
Yes.
prominent figures
Yes.
within the city.
Makes sense.
I was
just-
one of the only
Yeah.
people permitted to be around the fucking prince.
because of that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense.
Playmates.
Yes.
What? This doesn't add up, though. He loved you and you loved him, correct? Since you were children.
Yeah.
So why did he not pursue you? Are you not of the Fae? Could you not be his queen? Are you not of noble birth?
I am.
Why? Why Sylvia? Sylvia?
Sylvia!
Sylvia.
Cilia Dwintelar.
Sylvia. Okay.
His father refused. Just as he refused Ariatha, I too was told it could not be me.
And he never told you why?
Miradine?
Or Tarathel?
No, I learned later why. Some folk born of Dryadic ancestry are born barren.
So because you could not provide an heir, he deemed you unfit. Miradine.
Yes. Love wasn't enough.
Did you truly care for my mother? Or was she a means of having a family?
She was my greatest friend. In the years in which I could no longer be beside him, she and I became closer than ever before. To where I loved her too.
Did Tarathel know? Did Ariatha know?
Yes. I helped them raise their children. I would have raised you too. I'm sorry. And I will say that as those words leave her lips, in the same way in which those in proximity to Ritora, you would see the edges of her lips begin to smolder and disintegrate and begin to parse into the wind, stretching out over her face. Love is not enough in this world. Stretches up her cheeks to the edges of her eyes, towards her ears.
Chell knows it would do nothing, but I feel like Thariel would try and put her hands on to stop it from going.
Yeah. You place your hands atop her cheeks and you feel this radiating warmth as it slips through your fingers as ash twists through your fingers, contact the bones of her jaw as the skin and muscle beneath begin to fade away and wither. You would see the lower edges of her jaw, comprised mostly of bones, still drop down as she would look at you.
I would just over and over again just, I'm sorry it was enough, I'm sorry it was enough, I'm sorry it was enough.
Then find your wish. Someday. You would see it ripples up over her cheeks into her hairline. Her hair begins to fall and wisp away. And make it where we could not. And I would say with that, she would... And it would begin to wisp down into her neck. The figure of her face gone and obscured, only a skull remaining that now topples lifelessly to the side. And you would see the residual flesh of her shoulders and torso smolder to ash. Tarathiel limp now at her side, fallen out from feeble arms no longer capable of holding his body.
I would, shaking hands, try and lay her on top of Tarathiel as if they're like
Yeah,
in an
holding.
embrace.
Yeah.
I drop to my knees and just like throat scratching, guttural screaming.
Yeah. You all would hear wailing from the summit as you would see like the flickering embers of ash from a bonfire riding up into the sky and dissipating.
Start hiking up the mountain.
Yeah. And I would say that as the torso, the flesh, withers and fades, smolders away, you would see in the center of her chest cavity, behind the sternum, in the place where her heart should reside, the same stone, smaller, that once Nesgrim cut through. A craggy, twisted shard of purple and black stone.
I would say I'm still screaming and weeping over top of them, and I like briefly catch my breath enough to just hold it in my hands and then continue wailing.
Yeah. Is anyone else climbing the summit but Ether?
I'd be following.
Vitora?
Has anything about Arthur changed?
No,
He's just...
he is locked there.
I would follow up probably a bit more slowly.
Okay. Yeah. I would indicate that Ether is the first one who began the climb and would arrive with some level of difficulty
Yeah.
with a low strength character,
Yep.
getting up, cresting the surface, and arriving at the peak of the mountain, seeing a wailing Thariel sat on the surface beside the bones of one person cascading over the still body of Tarathiel.
Yep.
Tarathiel has not withered or smoldered. But you would see Thariel weeping.
I would walk over and just put my arm around you.
Say a few seconds later, Vorst and Nesgrim
Hello.
arrive at the top.
I'd still just be like, when I finally calm my screaming enough to catch my breath, I would still just be mumbling like, I'm sorry it was enough, I'm sorry it was enough.
You guys
I've
find your
joined-
friend weeping on a mountain.
Join the dog pile.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what we do. We sleep on floors together. We cry on floors together. That's what we do.
Yeah, this is what you guys do.
And in her hands, I'll take out of my pocket and place on top of, if you're holding the heartstone like this, I'll place it in your palms so that way it kind of sits in front of. I think your dad would have wanted you to have this. And it's the King's Tear.
Begin wailing more.
Yeah. That is the last fragment of your father as well.
Ah, shit, that's right. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Ah, I was wrong.
Men's tears are also a girl's best friend, so that was close.
Damn.
All right. Arthur's coming back.
I feel much better.
I'm alive. I have nothing. Like,
Yeah, no,
all my
I-
NPCs are fucking dead. This is
I
you guys
also
are
have
here.
nothing.
You
I
guys are
lost-
here on a mountaintop. I don't know what you guys want to do.
What time of day is it? Is it late in the day?
Yeah, mid-afternoon, late.
What does the landscape look like? The storm has stopped.
Yeah, so as the storm subsides, for those of like we're obviously on the mountaintop, you can see a vast cascading view out of the world. We're kind of roughly close to cloud level, so like there is some general sense of like fog and obscurity cast just from the proximity of clouds to us, but you'd be able to see the full extent out of the scope of the Varel. Like, you can see the wide breadth of the forest. You can see extending south the circumstantial area of the marshlands for where the hag hut was. You can see even stretching along the mountainside going, what would be west from where you guys are. You can see in the great distance, like along the various craggy portions of the mountain, you guys are like 7,000 feet into the fucking air.
Sweet.
Is the river still flowing?
Yes.
Where's the source of it?
So it looked like it had previously been just from the natural decay, the natural melting of the great snowy areas up here. That's why, it's like, you guys are so high up that like any of the clouds that would have been voluminous enough to carry and bear precipitation would have been carved by the mountain
Right.
and literally breached. So it's not like there's a source of water up here. It's genuinely just the mountain is so fucking high that it cuts through the clouds.
Do we know what stopped the flow of the river?
No?
We don't know that the flow of the river had ever been stopped, to be fair.
We know that the pulses of the geyser have been quelled.
Yep.
In the area up here, is this like the areas that are off on the sides? Are they like, is it like frozen ice on a pond? Or is it like it's actual just like lower land?
These elevated points?
No, like where we're standing off on the sides. Like I didn't know if they were like actual ground or not.
No. They're ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
After giving her the thing and she starts crying harder, I'm going to descend the peak and pick out a really good spot to go start digging a hole.
Sure.
Felix would have loved it up here. This view.
I'll eventually get to the
Yeah.
to the top.
Yeah.
Thariel, how do you think it's best for us to honor them? How would they like to be sent off?
I would think together.
If you'd like to speak to them as they were, I can make arrangements.
Again, there is a reason why, like, I'm giving you guys the space to do things. There are no people for me here.
Ether could, if you, I think, wanted, could allow you to have a vision with them.
If not, I can go it alone, but it is my duty to do it.
Do we need the bodies in order to perform the vision?
Temporarily.
I would have liked to have had my mother here in order to partake in this ritual, but I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to have one last goodbye. If you would do the honors.
I will respectfully take
Flay the skull.
out my knife and start cutting Tarthel's head off, because I do need his skull.
Yeah.
I would probably turn my back to not have to watch you decapitate my dead
Yeah.
father.
Smiles.
Has Thariel ever been with us while we did that?
Bullet riddled body.
I've dream walked, but not.
Yeah,
or
she's
spirit
not
walked, but
been here for
with.
Ethier's rituals.
No, corn.
She wasn't there, was she?
Yeah.
Chell
when
was
Sabrina
not.
when
Chell
Sabrina
wasn't
murdered
here,
him.
but Chell wasn't here. Thariel, the character, was.
But she
she
wasn't-
remained off with
Yeah.
Sabrina.
She
Yeah.
wasn't there
But-
when we actually did
Yes, that.
Yep. And I would pick up Laverna's skull, and then I would.
Make him kiss. Respect.
In a respectful
it. Is
manner.
Laverna's skull there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
all
skull
that's
is.
there. It's
Okay.
like
Yes.
a skeleton.
She reduced to bone.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't realize
Did
that
her
she...
clothes also reduce to bone?
Well, her clothes smoldered away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll say some scraps are there in case you want to take a sentimental piece.
Yeah.
She's got like a beautiful scarf and stuff. She's got a nice shawl.
I don't want to like grave rob her, but I wasn't sure if she had like a
If you weren't, I mean, that's literally what I do. So.
Yeah.
have at her.
I'm just gonna check and see if the king has any gold teeth that are respectfully.
Should we lay
Nice
them
canines.
to rest in...
Oh my god. You can pick
In
over
the
their
royal
corpse while I'm in the dream
tombs.
sequence.
Should we bring them to the tombs to lay them to rest? There's already a spot for Taruthel.
I think that's a good idea.
That is very far. But we
Is
do have. I mean, it is.
We
At
don't...
least-
Where are we?
If
So-
we
Very
bury
high
him,
up.
if we bury him in the tomb, he will be left alone with his ancestors that denied him his happiness and his love and forced him into a role that he was not wanting.
And is your
So,
choice.
like, if this is the mountain range and this is Auglatha proper with like forests and stuff around it, you guys are 7,000 to 8,000 feet up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, you know, down.
And then, yes, the tomb that is underneath Auglatha, the landmass that is sunken.
We don't know what's at the bottom of the hole.
Correct.
Could be a tomb.
Could be.
I mean, probably is a
Let's,
tomb.
yeah,
but-
let's test that terminal velocity again.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be a lot of d6s.
How do you think they would want to be laid to rest?
You just see me down by the water.
I can't say for certain that I would know, but I think if they were granted the opportunity to finally have a choice that they could make themselves, they'd want to be together.
Either can you ask?
Yes, that's true. We can ask.
We can ask them.
Digging a slightly larger hole now.
Anything else you guys want to do in the meantime?
I'm gonna pee while I'm flaying the king's skull.
What a sentence. Multi-talented man.
Happens, man.
If there's ever a time to
Pissing
do
his
it.
pants, playing a man. This is part of the ritual.
Yep.
This never gets easy.
For a little comedic effect, I imagine Ritor is struggling to get up the mountain a little bit.
The Darklings are like pushing her butt up.
Oh.
She's just climbing a ladder of darklings.
Well, she only has one arm, so not.
have you ever climbed before?
True, yeah, no, they speak Sylvan.
Yeah,
You're doing it all wrong, my guy.
I have, but that was an extra arm ago.
An extra arm? Or
Does your Sylvan suffer now that you only have one arm? You can only.
Oh, no, mamma mia. I can only mia.
There's no mama
I
left.
cannot the mama.
Laverna, why? There's no more mama. Anybody doing anything at all?
As soon as I got the hole dug enough, I'm gonna walk around and try to find some stones to collect.
Okay.
Oh, I have the flowers left, the ones that I pulled from
Yeah.
the inventory.
I would also lay out kind of like a mat next to the grave.
Okay.
The stuff that I'm gonna need to perform ceremony.
Okay.
I'll start setting up camp.
Yeah.
It's late afternoon. By the
Yeah.
time we're finished with this, it'll be nighttime. So might as well start setting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
long
absolutely.
resting.
And like, despite it being high up in the air and like cold, you guys are pretty safe, presumably.
It's well sheltered. at
Yeah,
least,
like nothing else is fucking getting to you up here.
So I would start preparing camp.
Okay.
And with picking up the stones for the rock pile, I would collect whatever pieces of viscera are just laying about and throwing them in an area, just so that we don't have just like fingers and meat and
Yeah.
just laying around up
Yep.
here. That being said, if I do find an arm, that would be great.
Make either investigation or medicine. Even nature would be fine. Whichever skill check for you is the best.
11.
I would say that it takes a few moments. You find what you would assume probably would have been the arm, where you find the connected, kind of well-woven, twisted bone frame of what was the wrist bones for the Radia and the Ulna.
I will keep that aside.
Yeah. God bones. Yeah, 2 good God bones.
Good God bones.
I'm gonna make a stew later.
What are we gonna do? Walk around going, "Hey, we got reliquaries of Ulriette. Don't ask how we got them."
I like to think.
Eldath.
Not old
Eldath.
yet.
That's
I
what
like to
said.
think that it's from the elbow down, and it's just like this, so I get to walk around and just wag it.
If only the hand was still there.
I speak Sylvan now.
Anything else anyone would be doing during this time frame?
Can I take a short rest?
Take a long rest, probably.
Yeah,
Well,
you
the
can-
long
Nice
rest
little-
would come after the.
But I'd like to specifically take a short rest.
I don't know if it's necessarily going to take a full hour for him to flay the skull.
Okay.
Like, it's genuinely going to be a volume of a few minutes. He's very good at it. It's not like he needs it to be, like, thoroughly fucking cleaned. It's
Does he have a bone saw?
Yeah. Oh, he's got a bone nest. Yeah. He's setting up camp. He's digging a hole. They're hanging out. You're flaying skull. Nothing else is being done in the interim.
Okay.
Maybe 20 to 30 minutes would pass. Skull would be sufficiently flayed.
Yep.
Yep, gravesite is prepped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would ask Nesgrim to assist in moving the non-skull remains down towards the gravesite.
Sure.
And ideally, I would have probably put the gravesite away from wherever Arthur's frozen.
Yeah.
Even if we're on the
Image.
other, yeah, if we're on the other side near
Yeah.
the camp, wherever.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I don't want to be near that thing.
I don't blame you.
And I would
You me?
Arthur.
Oh. You pointed at me. I'm like, what did I do?
I'd,
Near
Because
that
he's
thing.
to my right, so I'm like, yeah, that.
Sorry.
I'd set up my brazier,
Yeah.
place the 2 skulls inside.
Well, kind of like.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Stack.
The brazier's not that big.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like, they're, like, kind of overlapping each other.
Yeah.
Stagger
It's
him,
fine.
lips to forehead.
Yep. I'd pull out my various herbs and dump them in. I would pull out my sets of candles and mark a spot on the ground for everybody to sit, place the candles, light the candles.
Is everybody participating in this?
Yep.
Okay.
And I would like to do this like over here because all the viscera's like in here.
There's also the other side.
Yeah, we're on the other side.
Yeah.
Just for,
Oh,
yeah.
all right. Then yeah,
We're
I'll
on the
do it
clean
over there.
side, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, as we were all starting to take the circle, should we all do this, or should we leave Zariel to have this moment alone? I
That's up to Thariel.
feel like, yeah. Do you want us with you, or would you prefer?
You won't be able to move or interact with anything.
Yeah, since you've not been present for they can't do anything within this. They're just observers if they attempt.
We would just be flies on the wall.
Perverts.
As will you.
Perverts.
If you wish to join me, I will allow it. I don't think I'll have the strength to convey what I see coming out of it.
Sit down in the circle.
Sure.
Yep.
Everybody sits in their spots in the circle with the candles lit in front of them. You ignite the brazier?
Yes.
Very good. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't bastardize that. That would be cruel. Cruel!
Very cool.
You definitely
John?
haven't.
Cruel?
No, I haven't before.
No.
Never would have done that.
John Cruel?
Yeah, no. Yeah, you ignite, illuminate the brazier. The herbs obviously catch flame and lick around the edges of the skull. Everyone closes their eyes, and we once again find ourselves within the temporal quiet space.
As the smoke goes, I will grab Thariel's hand and hold it.
Yeah. I would say that before, when you perform this, you see people within certain landscapes. I would say that you would see them in an area that you guys are very faintly familiar with.
Okay.
The sweet, rolling fields of wheat cresting up a hillside, a cottage in the distance, a thin volume of smoke leaking out from a chimney. Laverna and Tarathel standing some 60 feet away at the base of this hill, both looking up at the cottage together, side by side, holding hands, looking away from you.
Yeah. In this space that I am in, do I see them? Like, we've discussed previously that they're just like floating observers.
You mean your friends?
Yes.
Yes. I'll say that you see, as you have become more experienced in this, you see the outlines, the faded, very minimal, sans color,
Yeah.
like shimmering silver silhouettes of your friends.
Yeah. I would walk over to the shimmering silhouette that I associate with Thariel.
Yeah. There's detail to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Like Mufasa in the night sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, like
Yeah.
ground level. They're
Yeah.
not like up in clouds.
Yeah. I would, now that I have done this so many times,
Yeah.
I would attempt to light an additional candle in this space and inception her a level deeper.
Yeah, and it works. Like, it is he holds it out to you. There is, as the warmth of the candlelight touches your frame, you are enveloped in warmth and have a physical corporeal form within this location. You are able to move, speak, and interact. And you would see exactly the same things that Ether sees.
Escorting souls beyond is my duty. But you deserve the chance to say goodbye to yourself, not through my eyes. And I would just hold out my hand. I would lead Thariel over to the two figures.
Yeah, they're standing, like, almost... Again, obviously their backs are to you, so you do not see
Yeah.
any facial expressions. Two things I will dictate in terms of discrepancies. Tarathel is standing. His hair is not silvery white. His hair is like a long, lustrous mane of like a brilliant gold. Laverna's hair is back to that same original auburn, deep down over her back. You would also see that there are definitively areas still in the same way projected in the oil painting outside of Elisil's office. You would see in the bare openness of, like, you know, her having a looser fitting shirt, you would see weaving of wood, like grains in her flesh, as she once was, as a woman that was partly a dryad.
What time of year does it appear to be?
It would look like it's early summer.
Okay. Because I just assume since they're Eladrin, right?
Yes,
Well, he is.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's half.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would walk up to 15 feet away
Sure.
and I would stop. This is for you.
I would probably walk about 5 feet and just like try and take them in, and then probably give myself away from sniffling.
Yeah. You would just kind of deeply have a, like,
Yeah.
and in unison, both. Like, if they are side by side, they don't turn like opposite shoulders. They turn interior shoulders together, so both of their faces are like inches apart. And turn and look back towards you, and immediately just almost a look of shock and sudden. Tarathel would be the first to just I'm sorry, my dear. I don't understand.
Do you know who I am?
Of course I remember you. How did you get here?
I was brought here by my friend, and I gestured at Ether.
Yeah, they would both see you. All right, I know we're dead. I know that this is but a dream. But how are you here?
I don't even think I would answer them. I would just run up and hug them.
Yeah. Yeah, wide-armed, one around like each of them and pull them in. And you would feel like each of them with one arm wrap around the edges of your shoulders and your lower back, because you're a fair bit shorter than your father.
Yeah.
So like one arm would be crested up around the nape of your neck. Laverna's arm would be wrapped around you, and they would pull you in closely, like your head kind of buried in between his like chest, or sorry, his like abdomen and like roughly like chest height for her. And both of them would just squeeze you tightly and stand there. And you would feel after a moment the faint droplets on the height of your head from each of them beginning to cry. You've done more than we ever could have thought possible.
Then why does it feel like it wasn't enough?
Whatever is enough, dear.
I feel like I'd only just gotten you two.
I mean, Tartha would honestly just kind of chuckle. I feel I've only just gotten you as well. Centuries I sat entombed. Laverna would also then kind of laugh in turn. And centuries I sat bound to flesh, enveloped in a soul and a breath that was not my own. Death is a freedom for us, a gift you've given, a peace, a reunion. Do not mourn for what was lost. Cherish what was, however brief. No candle is meant to last forever.
If I were to honor your wishes in the way you were to be laid to rest, there is no monarchy to deem what is fit. I now hold the crown. My last gift to you, what would you wish for?
They would just kind of, Ether would see, turn towards each other and share like a very soft, gentle look for a moment, and then kind of smile and turn back and look down at Thariel. And your father would just kind of lean down with one hand and scoop and pull up your chin to look down at you. I would ask that you restore your mother, and that you lay all three of us together beneath Celeborn, that we may forever together serve as the adamant to purify the roots of our land, that love may someday grow. Our love may blossom.
In return, I ask for one thing.
Laverna would just kind of like, obviously, roughly comparable height. Whatever you ask, I will do.
If you see my mom on the other side, tell her I'm coming.
I hope we wait a very long time, and that you live a
A life rich with the love we dreamed of all these years. A love I see you have. Do not let it go. Thank you. Go. Let us go.
And with that, I think I would start to just back up.
Yeah. You relinquish and you feel their grip around you soften. And as you take that kind of like quiet first step back, each of their arms, their hands, ride down your shoulders at your elbows, and for each of them they linger but a moment at your fingertips, and your father openly begins to sob. I would have given anything to feel that moment. That first tiny finger. Hold mine. I am forever sorry, Fariel. But now, you can do what we have always hoped. What we have always known you could do. To lead. Do not feel bound here. Know that the will of Auglatha rides with you wherever you go, and the people will be waiting for you someday. Arise, Lady of Auglatha, my beloved daughter. And I would say with that, his finger blissfully fades from yours, and in the absence of that contact, that twisting, sweeping winds ride through the wheat, and you would see them fade into the nothingness behind the wheat, rising up into the smoke that leaks out of that chimney in the cottage. And in the distance you would see, in the faded, framed window, a light flick on. And we will end there. You brought them home. Thank you.
Well,
I was gonna say, this doesn't feel like a whelp episode.
It sure
I didn't
does.
want to say it.
ooh,
Oh boy.
It's a whole boy kind of episode.
Yeah, it's a boy howdy type.
It's a ooh, buddy.
It's a boy howdy.
Boy howdy.
Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode this evening. Zoe, thank you again for the follow. Anyone else that's still here, if you're new, make sure you follow so you can find us again. You can check out all of our content on NotGreatRPG.com. We have links to our YouTube channel, or both of our podcasts, as well as any VODs and anything else that you need. We will be live again on Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so 1 hour later than today, for the conclusion of our one-shot turned two-shot in the Fey Frontiers.
It's double barrel.
Double barrel one-shot. And then we will be live again next Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern for the next episode of the City of Oshuamp. Thank you all, and good night.
Good
Bye,
night.
friends.